Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Caves of Khud. We have missions that we're accomplishing. We're getting stuff done. It feels good to actually be leveling up. This character's like a real level, and it's a nice change of pace. So where are we at on these quests? We just got the skill soft. What else do we still have? There's the 6-day stilt thing that seems like kind of a long-term deal. That's a long way away. We still have a lot of places that we've read about, things that we've read about that we could go and make contact with. And then, of course, there is the Gritgate quest with the Barathrumites. I did want to meet some Barathrumites. The ruined subterranean gate northeast of Joppa. Oh, okay, we know what Gritgate is. We've seen it on the map a bunch of times. Okay, that's interesting. Let's take the skill soft back to the governor. Because we know we want to do that thing. Good news, I found the godly skill soft. Wanderer, you have our thanks. Our village owes you a debt. For now, please choose a reward from our stockpile as payment for your service. I would love a reward. So we got 500 XP for that, which is great. That's almost another level. We're actually pretty close to a level up. We can get a carbide battle axe, a whole bunch of injectors, although I'm not as wild about the blaze and stuff. Or a Schrodinger page from the Annals of Khud, Villagers of Tagatum chapter. Well, that's interesting. I don't even know what that means. Let's take that one. Alright, even more reputation with the villagers. The villagers here love me. They love me so much. Where's that thing I just got? Because I need to look at it. Here. You. What are you? Entangle text. What could that possibly mean? Let's look at this first. Nary a scholar, very much the opposite of the thing I was just saying. Nary a scholar knows who composes the Annals of Khud or when the chronicling began. But the Quantivists devised a way to entangle their own pages with the official ledger, allowing them to insert themselves into the histories in a favorable light. A few such pages remain. Oh. So, wait, when I press entangle text here, I mean, we're going to do it. I'm going to press this button. You add the following entry into the Annals of Khud. On the 7th of Tebet Ux, Naimun Eur became admired by the villagers of Tagatum for resembling one of their idols. And now that's just a thing that's true. Yo, that is a wild concept. That guy just gave me an item that changed history that I could use. He just had that. He was holding on to it for like, if he was thinking, well, I might take a vacation to Tagatum, and if I do, I'll use this first, but maybe I'll be able to trade it to somebody for something. That's insane. That is a wild thing that just happened to us. Okay, do you have any other stuff I could benefit? No, not really. Okay. How about you? Do you have any other stuff we could benefit from? Because here's the thing. I have a lot of stuff on me that I don't actually want. I'll take your failed energy relay. Why not? Because we have some steel weaponry that I don't want to carry around. I want to get some trade value on this, but we're close to our carry limit. Is there anything else here that we really want to change out? I mean, we could trade off the honey. The thing is, I feel like honey is super good, right? Given what we know about how it, can treat illnesses and stuff, especially if you have it on hand when you get the illness. So my feeling is, let's also take all of his raw pig meat, and we know how to cook well enough to, We know how to cook well enough to preserve this, so we can preserve all of that stuff. And then, do I want to trade out my freezing dagger? I think so. So this will be slightly value positive for us. And we're trading off a considerable amount of weight here, right? Now see, it's showing me as 251 of 225, but the things I'm taking from this guy are not... Oh, okay, hold on. Let's actually make this happen. I will do that trade. And then we're going to preserve all that bear meat, right? So I can just make a fire right here, because we're not going to be able to move. Make camp right there. Cook. Preserve my stuff. I don't want to preserve that stuff. Because jerky has 0 weight, right? Yeah. So the meat was heavy, but now the meat is not heavy, and also we have so much food. We are never going to be in trouble with food, like, ever again. Okay. So we are 471 XP away from a level up. I guess while I'm here, I may as well eat something as well. Let's just whip up a meal. You know, made of foul anise, which is the only kind of anise that exists as far as I'm concerned. A graceful leech's tail, a liberated pebble, and a crust of bread. It seems really cruel. If you're going to eat rocks, it seems really cruel to select a liberated pebble. Why not why not eat one of the pebbles for whom things are not going so well? Where is the village tinker? I wanna have a chat with him. Let's trade, friend. Okay, so it looks like doesn't have anything new. That's a shame. I was kind of hoping that we might stumble across a new data disk that we might actually want to purchase. I don't think we want any of this stuff, although we now have an item. Oh wait, did I sell my? Yeah, I sold my frost dagger. Okay, but the booster gun uses energy cells, right? Well, it says booster gun empty. That's just telling me that it doesn't have ammunition in it, right? I'm still wondering if we might want to pick up the ability to make a power cell in case we come across something that needs power cells. We don't have a ton of things that I would want to trade for that. I guess we have copper and silver nuggets. And we have a fair amount of gold on us. Or, water. We have a fair amount of water on us. So we can make that a lot cheaper. Man, it does seem valuable, huh? It seems to not be leaving his inventory, so we're gonna leave it for now, and we'll just remember that that's here. And we can come back and get it if we end up in a position where we really need power cells. And I guess with that, we're ready to just move on. We need to do 1 or 2 more things so that we can level up, so that we can learn Tinker. So let's maybe travel to Nagamu, or we could just go to Great Gate and try to do this next thing. I'm a little worried about that maybe being dangerous. Let's have a look at the map. Okay, what around us? What is there around us to interact with in a useful way? So that's the glowfish lair, right? These are the layers of our. I mean, Nagamu is right there. Is that? Yeah, we still have the thing for traveling to Nagamu. Okay, let's go over there. We know that the things that are in that area are things we can handle, so. We have been dropped unceremoniously onto this hostile map. It's not really that dangerous, though, and we could probably farm some XP here. I'm kind of curious what this is. It's a novice of the Sightless Way. Wearing simple robes, the pilgrim's visage is surprisingly calm, given her surroundings. Yeah, it's not a calm place. It totally rules that we are friends to baboons. Like, getting to start with this this item that makes baboons love us is amazing. So we should probably... I'm gonna steal a kill real quick here. Any XP? Okay, a very, very small amount. Sorry, did you just... Of all the things that are happening here, did you just choose to shoot me with an arrow? How dare you? I'm gonna try to make friends with that hulking baboon over there. Ooh. There is a staircase down. So what is this acid or just... Sorry, I forgot I have to unlock this. No, it's slime. There's a ton of slime around here. Interesting. Those stairs are... We're going to those stairs. That's happening. Dear hulking baboon, would you like to be pals? You gotta love a good baboon, you know? A wide-brimmed hat? I'll take a wide-brimmed hat. Those are relatively low weight for their cost. So the slime is very slippery. What you're seeing there is things slipping a lot. There is still one Snapjaw alive. Let's see if we can fix that problem. He's a warlord, so he's probably worth... well, I was going to say he's probably worth a lot more XP than the others were. A lot is, I guess, subjective. Alright, let's just check these corpses real quick. Ooh, beaded bracelet. Give me that. We are not in the business of picking up random weapons and garbage anymore. But there are definitely some things we might want. You know what? I don't want a buckler. I was considering picking us up a shield. Oh, slippery. Ooh, a steel battle axe is actually potentially worth something. Also, goggles. Free goggles. Cool. You know what? I'm not going to bother. Trade value is not the problem that we are having. I don't care about a quilted shawl. That's okay. Nothing particularly interesting. Baboon, get him. Also, is there a gun blade over there on the left side of the screen? Is that what I'm seeing? Hey, Baboon, get him. There you go, buddy. Laser his face. Wow, he's a tough one. Alright, good work, Baboon. 12 XP. It's like my birthday. Nope, this is just an everyday steel longsword. There's chainmail here. The chainmail I'm wearing is fine, right? Yeah, we're cool. Everything's fine. This is just steel warhammers. I mean, these are like, as far as weapons go, these are not bad weapons. We're just not in a place where we need to carry around a lot of weapons anymore. Stupid, slimy stairs. It's a good thing that when you slip on stairs, you slip into a different tile instead of slipping down the stairs in a way that could really harm you. So we've entered some slime-drenched subterranean hills. That's interesting. I mean, it's not wrong. They are slime-drenched. Blow this guy up real fast. 12 XP. Man. Try not to walk on the slime any more than I absolutely have to. You are a green pig. Are you a green pig because you are... Nope, you are green because you're green, not because you are coated in slime. A web-toed boar. Get him, Baboon. Alright, well, we will eventually get to 7,780 XP. With these tiny, tiny little enemies. Oh, hey, that leech was... The leech was worth a ton of XP despite being a total garbage enemy. So I guess we should stand on this. Okay, it's just an amoeba corpse. Green monkey. Is a web-toed baboon. Okay, well. Ah, he sees things to fight. I was wondering, he's like throwing rocks into the distance. God. Friend to baboons is such a good starting trait. I really underestimated the the value of it. But let's try to slip away from this amoeba. Wow, I slid way out of the direction I thought I was going in there. It's a little bit of a pain to navigate this place. So I think that's our core strategy right now, is just anger things and then lead them past the baboon. Oh. And he can get a couple of free hits in while they're chasing us. Okay, he killed that one. Why is my vision so bad down here? Did my torch finally burn all the way out? Yes, I do not have a torch on. So I'm using my laser constantly without any concern for the light that we're getting from light manipulation because of the fact that I'm used to having a torch in my hand. Somebody's getting critical hits somewhere. Yeah, slowly we approach a level up. Stupid amoebas are faster than I am, apparently. I mean, I did not come down here to endlessly fight amoebas. My hope is that we're going to find some treasure or something in this area, you know? Okay, bunch of bones. A hermit. Hey there, friend. Are you responsible for these bones? He has a carbide longsword, so we better hope not. I'm realizing we did not equip our goggles. I'm assuming that they do something, right? Yeah, offers protection against visual flash effects. Obviously, there are jokey reasons why you might have the goggles do nothing, but... Also, plus 50 reputation with insects. I guess they sort of look like you have, what's the word I'm looking for? Segmented eyes? It's not the word I'm looking for, but you know what I mean. Okay, well now I know where we are. This man has a weird artifact. Interesting. I guess we could go grab some garbage to sell to him. We could, like, go back upstairs and get a couple of those weapons just so we don't have to trade him any of our real stuff. But also... do I want to trade... I don't want to trade 100 drams of water to him. So hold on. We're gonna do exactly that thing I just said. You stay right here. I'll be right back with some weapons and crap. Also, this underground area is surprisingly large. I mean, cave systems are large sometimes, right? There's a wonderful, horrifying Jacob Geller video about that went up recently. Okay, back up. And let's just grab... so there were a bunch of steel weapons around. Those will totally do. Also, you see me choosing not to carry all the blood around? In some ways, this is growth. Quilted shawl is valuable. No, do not want stones. I do not have time for bronze weaponry. Who would even? Can you imagine? Embarrassing thing to be caught walking around with bronze weaponry in your pockets. I overburdened myself. Okay, we will drop one steel thingy. I'm going to drop one of the warhammers. I have no idea which of these is the least valuable thing. Let's get ourselves a weird artifact. We have no idea what it might be. He was over here in this corner, right? Well, he totally was over here. Oh no, my hermit's run off. Okay, he's covered with blood. And I see bloody small stones. He's been murdering baboons. Should I just kill him? Because the thing is, he's been murdering baboons. We could just kill him and take his... yeah, I don't know why I didn't think of that. Hold on, let's maybe not make that the default move. If I were to trade him the garbage that I've just gone and picked up, it doesn't really approach the value of the disc. Or of the artifact, rather. Maybe we do just splat him, because he's been killing baboons is the thing. You can't just kill baboons. What's wrong with you? I'm gonna spook him. Give him the old 1-2. He is surviving, and he also hits quite hard with his very fancy sword. I am really surprised that he isn't dead yet, to be perfectly honest with you. I'm gonna scare him again. Hey, buddy. Maybe you should run if you want to live. Okay, also that was worth a bunch of XP, so I guess that makes that a reasonable thing to do. Let's take his carbide longsword, because I would like to have a second one, and I'm just gonna throw all this steel stuff that we picked up on the ground. How dare you harm a baboon? What's wrong with you? Okay, so we have two carbide longswords now. Could try to dual wield. Longsword skill is a strength thing, right? All the sub skills are strength based, if I'm not mistaken. We really don't have that. Well, okay, there's lunge and dueling stance, both of which we have the agility for. But yeah, you want some... improved dueling stance is intelligence based, actually, which is interesting. So wait, what exactly does this do? +2 to hit with long blades and short blades while wielding a long blade in your primary hand. And then improved dueling stance, which we could totally end up getting, will improve that to +3. You know, that's interesting. I think we want to take tinkering first. We have these data discs and everything, but yeah, that's interesting. Alright, let's continue to explore down here. Oh, sorry. Speaking of that thing I just said, where we spend skill points to get benefits, let's do that now, on account of we can do that now. So, I think I want Tinker 1 more than I want Disassemble. But we definitely do want them both. A lead acid cell. Poison gas or defoliant. I don't know that we need... Poison gas grenade's definitely interesting. I'm kind of curious about this. And also, I thought we were going to get more skill points. I thought we were getting over 100 per level. Well, that's a shame, because we do really want that, obviously. And we have 7 mutation points. Do we want to just take a new thing? So the level that our mutations can be at is set by half of our character level plus 1, right? This is effectively a level 5 mutation because our ego is bananas. So we wouldn't be able to push it up to 6 until we are character level 10, which is not that far away. But when we do it, it's not going to cost all that many mutation points. Some of the mutations do have downsides, though, right? But it's not... My understanding is it's not just going to give us one. It's going to let us pick from a small list. So we'd have to generate... I believe it's a group of 3. We'd have to generate a group of 3 that all have serious downsides for us not to be able to just pick our way out of something. And to be perfectly honest, I don't know that our mutations need to be advanced very much. They're all really powerful. Even disintegration, which we're not using very often. I'm going to hit the button. I'm going to press random mutation. Are you sure? No, but I'd like to anyway. Alright, so we could gain teleport other, domination, or confusion. I think we got pretty lucky here. These all seem really interesting. So here's the problem. Confusion is not fully implemented. that makes this one a lot less attractive. Affected creatures act semi-randomly and receive a -3 penalty to their mental abilities. Is certainly interesting, and there's a suggestion here. A penalty to their mental abilities. I wonder if you can confuse somebody and then proselytize, and it's more likely to work. Teleport other is... What are the odds that teleport other is going to be useful? Teleporting an adjacent creature to a random nearby location. Why would I want to do that? We could use it to get stuff off of us in melee combat, although we have no idea what is meant by random nearby. This could be a random tile within 5 tiles, it could be a random tile within 20 tiles, but with the die roll weighted so it is more likely to appear close than it is to appear very far. I wish there was a little bit more rules text on these. I guess the part of the game, though, is about the discovery, right? Domination has some obvious value. I'm a little worried about leaving my own body dormant. I've played enough Shadowrun to know that sometimes leaving your meat body in a place where you can't see it can have consequences. I sort of want to take teleport other, because I just want to play with it. You know, it seems like a toy. Now, we're going to take domination for that reason, because it does seem like an interesting toy. Who knows? Maybe we will, you are being watched. It's a familiar feeling. When someone has watched you in the past, when it's light that's betrayed your presence, you made a friend of the darkness. You pulled your hat brim low over your eyes. You stepped behind the cover of a thatched wall. But those who watch you now watch in spite of such simple obstructions. Their sight isn't mediated by the rays of a gleaming star or torch, but by something much older. If there are ways to conceal yourself from these seeing eyes, if there are new kinds of darkness to befriend, you know nothing of them. Psychic Glimmer. Uh-oh. Your psychic glimmer represents how noticeable you are in the vast psychic aether. As your mental mutations increase in level, so does your psychic glimmer and the frequency, strength, and number of those who desire to absorb your mind. Currently, you are being watched and pursued by ospreys, Ptah's servants, and birds of psychic prey who pluck larval espers from their egg sacs. Yo, maybe we shouldn't have taken a mutation. Okay. Okay, well, like they said, if there are new darknesses to befriend, I do not know of them. So, I guess we're just gonna have to deal? I have no idea what any of what any of that means. That's a pretty weird message to suddenly receive in the middle of your gameplay. Why is this area just like a couple tiles larger than one screen? That's a weird thing, right? I can't even go back up there. Okay. That is a huge bloated leech. I mean, I'm gonna kill it, right? Because when we killed another leech recently, we got a lot of XP for it. He bonded with me. You know what? I'm not afraid. Yeah, I don't want to be the guy who goes around... excuse me. Who goes around murdering people just because it's fun, but you sure do get a lot of XP when you kill those leeches. Also, the seed-spitting vines actually do a huge amount of damage. For, like, what relatively low-level enemies they seem to be, you know? A nullworm that wants to fight. Oh no, my boots! You piece of actual garbage. Alright, well let's, hold on, let's run him off. Those boots were expensive. Are they repairable? I wonder if I can take them back to the haberdasher? Or sorry, the shoemaker? Oh, I keep saying haberdasher. Yeah, they're cracked, they're not gone. Probably if I get crit in them again, I bet they are permanently removed. Because we've definitely had gear broken right off of us by enemy attacks, right? We had that happen at least once. Ah, get him. It's a crab. It hit me for 3 damage. So, okay, it's not like terrifying. Also, it's eyeless, so, you know, not necessarily great at actually making contact. I say that, but it is actually dealing kind of a lot of damage to us overall. Let's maybe give it the evil eye, which you would think would be ineffective, given that he can't see me doing it. Oh, I'm out of charges. Do I even want to fire my musket? I kind of don't. My concern with the musket is that I would hit my friend. Is it dead? I mean, I didn't get a notification or anything. Oh, something loud or bright happened over there. Oh, there's an Arcanaut up there. Rifling through the trash. Do we want to use an ability? I guess we could intimidate. My concern is that the tortoise is hard to kill. Not that he does a lot of damage, but it's just like a huge pain in the ass to finish one off. I don't have any charges in my beam. Well, I mean, the baboon's getting the job done. He is now an injured tortoise. We could temporal fugue. I don't know that we need to. I'm just gonna try to smash it. I failed. Somebody got a critical hit, but I'm not really sure who. Yeah, I can't hit the damn thing. As long as his carapace is tightened, I cannot seem to hit him. He does not seem to be taking any further damage. Okay, we got there. I did 2. He's not doing a huge amount of damage to us. He's hitting us for more than none, which does matter. Okay, there we go. Oh hey, it's that crab. We found him. These things are tougher than hell. And hell is fairly tough. He is now badly wounded. He's covered in blood but not actively bleeding. Get him, baboon. Okay, finally. So we're encountering some stuff that's tougher. We found the stairs down. Found a big boulder. There might be more friendly baboons around here, we gotta remember. Mostly, though, what I'm interested in is, trying to reach this Archanaut, who just took damage. He's a trash monk. This is not the Archanaut at all. Well, I'd love to have a chat with you, especially as I see that you have... Oh, he's fighting the Archanaut. Maybe we should stay the hell out of it. We'll just watch from over here. Is that a recliner down below us? Did we just encounter a lazy boy? I'm gonna just sit here and watch. Okay, the trash monk was killed. That's cool, because now we get to loot the trash monk. You are a cannibal, and you are hostile. But I have to imagine you're going to be hostile to the Archanaut as well, so probably... Here, I'm going to... No, don't shoot the baboon. Why would that be a target that my laser would even try? Okay, I splattered that dude. Unfortunately, the Archanaut did, in fact, loot that body. Stupid guy who's smart. I am not eager to try to fight the Archanaut. I think we would probably do pretty poorly on that one. He has a gun. I will absolutely trade you some value in exchange for this weird artifact. Do you have anything else that I'm interested in? To be perfectly honest with you, I might want that torch. We are now down to like a single torch. Oh, this beaded bracelet. I have this for trade value as well. And we still have a ton of water, so trading away 62 drams of water is not like the end of the world. Give him our extra longsword. I probably don't need a second longsword, to be perfectly honest with you. We may as well give him this stuff too. I don't even know why I have this stuff. That wide-brimmed hat we picked up for trade value. Yeah, that's not too bad, right? Here. And then I am realizing now that I did not identify the artifact we got from the hermit we killed. So let's do that. Okay, an electro bow. And a freezing steel vine reaper, which is not a thing that I'm too excited about. The electro bow, on the other hand, could be very cool. 10 penetration. So we know how to make... Oh, hold on. We have data disks. We didn't actually learn them. Let's do that. Learn. Learn. And learn. Okay. So we do know how to make one kind of power cell. Inside the insulated cask of the battery, the electromotive apparatus cracks the energy out of acid and converts it to electrical charge. So we'd have to put acid in there, which seems like not a thing that is really all that reasonable to do. We also now have the ability to build the freezing mod onto things, which is cool because, you know, we know how to make power cells, and we know how to get a recipe for a power cell we're more likely to actually be able to take advantage of, too. Is this a recliner? It's a weird artifact. Examine it. A carcass kneader. What? It's fitted with a crankshaft that turns a dimpled rubber sheet and kneads kinks out of the hind parts of its... Yes, it is a recliner. It's one of those massaging recliners. It needs your carcass, of course. Well, then... wind it. And then... wind it some more? And I'm going to wind it one more time. And then I'm going to sit in it, and it's going to kill us. Okay, is it kneading my carcass? It's not. It doesn't seem to be... Okay, it did. The clockworkness was expended. So we just picked up what looks to me like probably a frost grenade. So there's a bunch of trash around here. Dude is rifling through the trash. Where's that ability that can teach you things from trash? It's okay, it's here. We don't have the skill we don't have the skill points or the intelligence for it. Now, basically, there's a lot of trash around here. And the Archanaut's just going to kill everything he finds. Ooh, we found a weird artifact before he did. Let's step in all of the trash. Hey, buddy. How you doing? No need to compete with me over these artifacts. Well, there's more trash up here. This is very interesting. I love the way that these areas are built in such a way that they like automatically create a little narrative about them. Like, we encountered a trash monk and an Arcanaut fighting to the death over a room full of piles of trash, and you immediately know the story of the questing Arcanaut who encounters the trash monk in his lair, and like, this is so cool. This game totally rules. I'm actually really bummed out that I did not play it before now. Although, who knows, maybe I wouldn't have liked it as much before now because it wasn't, I don't know at what state it became a thing that I would be really into, but man, it's a thing I'm really into. Now, unfortunately, our next level up, which is fairly significant for us, is quite a ways away, XP-wise. Oh, wait, that was a sound. Is this our monkey? Yes, this is our monkey. He stepped on a mine. An oil mine, I guess? Let's examine this weird artifact. Disarm it? It's just defoliant, so if I accidentally set it off, it probably won't kill us. Failing to disarm will detonate it. You estimate you have about a 60% chance of success. I would like to try. Okay, cool. Well then, we've auto-got that. Okay, let's look at this other artifact we picked up as well. An acid gas grenade Mark III. Okay, that's a thing to be exceedingly cautious with. I feel like you could really mess some people up with an acid gas grenade. Including yourself. What was that? Oh, it's a big spiderweb is what that was. So not itself hugely threatening, but perhaps indicative of the presence of a thing that might be hugely threatening. Baboon, help. I accidentally angered a pig. Save me from my own incompetence. Never mind, I got it. Raw boar meat. Where the hell is my baboon, anyway? Oh, that's interesting. What am I looking at here? This is a sheet of loose parchment rolled into a scroll and sealed with the wax mark of the Mechanimus. It's the minutes of a meeting? Right, we've seen this book before. I mean, get it, because it'll sell well. And it probably has, like, very little weight. Hold on, what is the Issachari banner again? We've seen these before. Okay, it just gives reputation with that tribe. It also only weighs 3 pounds. You know what, take it. So is this exactly the book that we saw before? New consciousness is upon us. This looks like the thing, yeah, everybody's ascending the rostrum. I wonder, some of these entries are probably procedurally generated. No, I totally remember this text. Right, they decided to change the types of government that were allowed in the council, and then there was a motion and it failed, and then they were like, well, let's expel the people who would have been kicked out by this, and then that motion failed, and... Okay, well, we can sell that at least. It's weird that it's right here, though, right? And that's a fresh corpse? I wish my baboon was over here. Let's try to find a screen edge to walk off. So that we can force spawn our baboon next to us. Can I go? Nope, can't go out that way. I just really want my baboon near me when I cross those webs, because I don't know what's going to be over there, but I bet it's going to be a bad time for us. Is this a different Arcanaut? Yeah, I think so. It's not an Arcanaut who has anything interesting, though. But the good news is an Arcanaut is usually a guy you can run to help fight a thing. Hey look, it's a hostile turtle. Don't you want to intervene? Don't you hate the hostile turtles? I'm going to shoot him with my gun. The gun is not getting through. I'm out of laser charges, I believe. Yeah. Well... How is my baboon? The good news is, he's slow. Okay, here we go, here we go. Now I have respawned my baboon. Interesting that I'm not allowed to try to interact with that defoliant mine. See, the other one, when we were standing next to it, I was given the option to interact with it, which makes me think that this one is not active, because if it was, then I'd be allowed to... Right? But the light on the top is red. When we disarmed the other one, the light on the top changed color. I'm worried. Got another laser charge back. And now we're out of charges again. Alright, well, my carbide longsword is capable of occasionally penetrating tortoise shells, so... Okay, Baboon Man is clumsy. Is that another... Yep, another defoliant mine. This area is pretty strange, right? This little part of the thing. Are you a hostile spider? Non-hostile goat, hostile spider, but easy spider. Very, very easy spider indeed. Is this all just his web? Just the one guy? I was kind of assuming we were going to encounter a bunch of spiders or a large spider or something. But no, I guess that's it. Huh. Okay. Yeah, we'll go ahead and walk through this web just to make sure we're mapping the whole of the area. Okay, so there's more than one cave spider. But there's not like a lot. It's not nearly the thing I was afraid it was going to be. Well, I am famished. I suppose this would be a good time to make a fire and cook that meat that we have. So first of all, let's preserve. Secondly, whip up a meal. Equimax hair, some silt, and a compassionate feral dog's tail. Not food. Not a bit of that is food. I guess you could eat dog tail, but also, why would you? Alright, this might be the dangerous part. Let's reload the musket. Is that giving off light? Is that why we can see that? Is it lava? It is, in fact, 2,000 drams of lava. Okay, now I have a concern. Let's talk about my concern for a moment before I die horribly. Lava in the real world is much, much, much hotter than it is depicted in video games. Usually in a video game, you can walk right up to lava. You can be inches from it, and as long as you're not touching it, it has no ill effect on you. In the real world, it's different than that. You can start suffering ill effects at quite some distance. My suspicion is this game is going to hew closer to the real world than to the way other video games portray it. So I'm going to keep an eye on our temperature value up here. And if we start heating up, we're going to try to be careful. That's a forge, right? Yeah. What is that some kind of workbench? A stone anvil. Okay, so there's natural lava here. And it's being used to, in some way, make this forge a thing. Again, environmental narrative. How is there just a little bit of lava here? So it seems like we can... I'm going to intentionally approach the lava. Temperature's not rising. Okay, no, it seems like we can just walk right up to it. I'm going to grab this bronze ingot. By the way, remember, if we ever feel like we're low on money and we really need to solve that problem, we know where there are a ton of bronze ingots. And the armorer doesn't even really seem to care when people take them. Or at least he doesn't care when I take them. Actually, we should just sword this thing. This is the only way we're going to kill it in any reasonable amount of time. I'm surprised we don't, like, carve off some turtle pieces. Right, my butchery toggle is on. You would think we would be able to make some turtle jerky. Oh, what are you? A drillbot. The chrome from which this six-legged robot was wrought is tarnished. Where one might expect the head of a beast to rest upon their torso, there is only a smooth semisphere. At the extremity of each of their cylindrical arms is a conical drill, whose spinning produces an ear-splitting whine. He is hostile, and of average strength. I guess we'll be testing that in a moment here. Okay, he's taken a lot of damage. He is weak to lasers. He is laser vulnerable. I don't really want to get hit by him, but okay. So I was hoping that we could outmove him because he's a big robot and thus potentially slow. I don't actually know if that's a sensible thing. Oh god. Leech, please die. Okay. Where'd that leech go? Oh, the centipede must have killed it. I didn't get XP, and so I was like, oh, it must still be alive. But I think the centipede got lucky and stole my kill. Which is a shame. That's probably a lot of XP that we just lost. But we did get our vengeance. What is happening with this wall? It's just tarnished chrome, huh? Something's shooting at us. Oh, it's one of these. Okay, hold on. One of these damn things. It is only average to us. It is no longer rated as tough. We've leveled up enough that a slug snout is maybe killable. Especially since we have help and also a very powerful laser beam. Did it. And we carved him up and we're going to eat him. I feel really good about that. I have been really scared of those things since the time we saw that one. Is that a big egg? We got a giant beetle here. And a giant beetle nest. Okay. That's a bad time. To aim our laser very carefully so as not to score a little bit of an own goal here. And I try to kill it with my sword, and I totally succeed because I am great at sorting things, apparently. Is our baboon doing alright? He's wounded. It would be bad for me if he died. Alright, we're going to try to... I failed to penetrate the armor. Okay, we're doing some damage. And the way we're standing, it's going to be very hard for any beetles to come out of this and fight us. So I'm going to just hack at this thing. We can kind of take our time. That was worth a lot of XP. That's a turret. A desert rifle mounted on a turret. Okay. No, buddy, get out of there. Alright. I think my plan here is temporal fugue. Right? We still have the EMP grenade. So one of our clones will throw the grenade at the turret, and then we can try to disassemble it or something. Hold on, let's look around a little bit more. It looks like that thing's pretty cornered in. The young ivory is revealed. This is a hostile plant, right? Can I just shoot it? It doesn't seem to have had any effect. Okay. It's a hostile bit of ivory. It's not really a plant, it's like a rock. It's like a rock that hates. Wait. Why does it show me that there's a wall there when we're not actually there to see it? That's pretty strange, right? Alright, I'm going to hit Temporal Fugue. We're going to back up. God, my ego levels have made it so there are so many clones. Look! Hostile! Go get it, guys! Nope, they are absolutely just following me around. They're following me around to such a degree that I'm not actually sure which one of them is me. Okay, I'm this one. Alright, hold on a second. Deactivate? You press the power button on the rifle turret. Uh-oh. The unauthorized glyph flashes on the display. Is it... Chat with turret? It does not want to chat. Look at it? So it's hostile, and it's active. I'm not allowed to turn it off. But it's not shooting at us or anything. Like, I guess I'm not passing time. What happens if I press toward it? I strike it with my sword, something chirps. But it didn't shoot us or anything. It seems to not have any ammo, maybe? Alright, well I'm just gonna keep smashing it with my sword then. Wow, that was a lot of XP. And there's just wall where it once was. Okay. That's... I'm not 100% sure what happened there. Like, why is that space wall now? What I am sure of is that we can now go and pick up that skill that we were looking at there. Get disassemble. Okay, now we're like actually an okay... Oh, and I have an attribute point. I mean, we gotta take the ego, right? Because that's gonna put us in a place where we can next level... We can start looking at inspiring words. which is exciting. Inspiring presence, rather. It's still going to be a few, it's going to be a few skill points. A couple of levels worth of skill points, but I feel pretty good about that. So let's take some stuff apart. Now that we can do that, let's disassemble some things. Sorry, it's this stuff. M is for disassemble, and that's good enough for me. Okay. We can break all kinds of stuff down now. We could break down this defoliant mine, I guess. Just make ourselves some additional bits. What do we need? We really need C. We just need a lot of scrap metal for the things that we know how to make. I wonder if we could take apart that that chair that we saw upstairs. We might go back and try to do that. So my dude is fine. There's just other hulking baboons around here. That makes me feel better. I am more secure when there are other baboons around that we could pal around with. These cave spiders are remarkably passive for a creature that's that claims that it's hostile. Get him! Uh-oh. Got myself in a little bit of a position here. Okay, never mind. Problem solved. Giant centipedes are very fragile. And there's a lot of stuff to kill around here. We might be able to force another level or two, depending on the size of this underground hill area. Also, it's just super weird that there's a huge subterranean hill region. Okay, we found the Baboon Colony. Apparently they like this salty lake. So I wonder if these underground areas always generate with some kind of significant treasure or foe at the lowest levels of them. Like if as long as we keep looking for stairs and going down, if we're guaranteed to find something interesting. Ow! Don't leech me. What's wrong with you? It is super weird though. Aha! Stairs. I was gonna say, it is super weird that it keeps generating with little tiny one tile wide areas sticking off of each map. So we will totally check out those stairs. Oh hey, glowfish and snapjaws. Somehow we encountered a lower level area down here. That's one of those damn crabs. What's up with my temporal fugue? Where are we at cooldown wise? I'm just gonna hit it. Wow. Guys, stop throwing EMP grenades at things that can't be EMP'd. What's wrong with you? Alright, well now they're out of EMP grenades. They should be more useful now. I wonder why we just saw a generating area signal. Or a little notification. I wonder if one of my clones went off the edge of the screen somewhere and that made it have to generate that screen even though I couldn't personally see it. These beetles aren't super tough. But the only time our baboon friend has really been in danger down here is when fighting those beetles. So I do take them like a little bit seriously. I certainly don't want the baboon to die. Okay, we are getting a little over-beetled right now. And I mean, they are capable of dealing damage to us, which is a thing that's not actually true of all of our enemies, so... Armor got cleaved, which is annoying. Am I out of laser? I am out of laser. I'm gonna hit Intimidate. Try to force these two guys back. We can help our baboon friend with the beetles he's fighting. Ugh, and a turtle, huh? Too many beetles. The beetle leveled up, I think. Well... There we go. You got gumption, kid. Welcome to the team. I mean, I'll walk around, I'll pal around with a beetle, I don't care. I'm not picky, I'm not racist against beetles. This turtle's kicking my ass. Why is this turtle so tough? Why is this the greatest turtle of all time? Oh, you know what? Maybe he's the one who leveled up. Maybe it was his level up sparks that we saw. I kind of don't want to get close to him again, so I'm sort of just waiting on my laser. Is he winning the fight? He's just injured. No, our giant beetle is actually a really great fighter. Turtles are bad at dealing damage is also a thing. Still don't have a laser charge left. There we go. I'm just hitting the button every time we move in the hopes of it giving me the targeting cursor. And we have a little bit of health. We can probably stand and fight for a moment here. Every once in a while, we will penetrate. What is the giant beetle is on the hunt? He saw something. I think he can see way better than we can down here. Why is he flashing like that? He is actively bleeding. Yeah, it feels like he can see better than we can because he is running off to fight stuff. Nope. Beetle was killed by a cave spider. By a cave spider. The cave spider seems so weak. Okay, hold on. Let's not go over there just yet. I'm worried about the cave spider that was capable of killing the beetle. There's a slug snout trying to give me the business. They do hit pretty hard. Man, maybe I should have tried to get that thing proselytized. Okay, hold on. While we're walking past a fire, let's just preserve our fresh foods. I'm going to try to circle around the back of this area over here. Man, maybe this doesn't even connect. I'm just curious if there's a beetle nest down here, given the number of beetles that we saw. Well, there are certainly more spiders. I don't know how that beetle... he must have just fought a lot of spiders, like really a lot. It's hard to imagine those creatures killing him. Apparently you can't actually go this way. There is a wall, it's just slightly off screen. Okay. I guess let's go over here into the cave spider area and see if we can get vengeance for our slain beetle friend. Could this be the spider that killed him? I don't know, maybe. That's fresh water up there, right? I think we just saw a tile of fresh water. In fact, we saw quite a lot of fresh water. And also, just a whole... what is happening here? A fork-horned helm and a slender fork-horned helm. What is the deal with these? Sure, reputation with people got horns. Makes sense. Also, a moldering corpse. This has been here for a while, I guess? Here lies a humanoid who'd never have guessed that their torso would shelter dust from the gills of tiny mushrooms. But should have. A reasonable thing for us all to guess. So an eyeless crab and a person and just all kinds of stuff died here. Alright, hold on. We picked up a weird artifact and a small trinket. This is a solar cell. Oh, interesting. And then this... oh, we found a missile. I don't have anything that can shoot a missile. Unless the booster gun can shoot missiles? Yeah, it says empty, not no cell, so I'm assuming the problem here is that it doesn't have ammunition. I would like to load the booster gun. Oh, it shoots injectors. That is so cool. Actually, that's a really good idea. I'm not going to mess with that right now. Can I please replace the cell in this electro bow? And then equip this electro bow in my weapon slot. So hold on a second. I guess I should have looked at the cell just to make sure that it works the way I think it does, but we should be able to recharge this cell just by walking around in the sun, right? So we might have a kind of infinite ammo weapon here. So 10 penetration, 1d6 damage. How does that compare to my personal laser? I love the fact that we are now at the point where we are comparing lasers. My personal laser is 6 penetration, 1d5 plus 1. So that's pretty good, man. This electro bow is... Oh, yes, also we overloaded. This electro bow seems very, very valuable. What do I want to drop? To be perfectly honest with you, we probably don't actually need that Vine Reaper. This musket is very heavy, and I think we're maybe done with it. Because electro bow. I would like to disassemble my musket. Okay. Pretty weird. Sorry, I mean 1. All cave spiders must pay for the horrible, horrible thing that was done to my beetle. What is that? Is that a cloak, or is that a floating, scary cloak monster? Okay, it's just an Issachari banner. The Snapjaw takes 23 damage from your laser beam because it penetrated 6 times. Two-handed steel battle axe. You guys are not learning anything. When you see your buddy get cut in half by a huge laser beam, you run away, dog. Found a weird artifact in a weapon rack. I am overburdened, so whatever it is, it's quite heavy. It's a pump shotgun. Oh, hey, we've never actually seen a shotgun before. Sorry, that's not true. We saw a shotgun once when I got killed by one. Here, we don't need to carry this around. So tell me about a shotgun. High penetration, low damage. Very inaccurate at even moderate distances. Accuracy class very low. I mean, I don't think we need this. So it'll break down into a D, a B, or a 3. None of which are things that we need. Oh, actually, sorry. What does it take to mod? Interesting. So wait, why is the base modification cost a 2 and a 1? But it would take a 2 and a 3 to put it on here. We have to use alloy. Huh, interesting. Also, an additional 2 to 4 cold damage on hit is actually quite powerful. If we found some pure alloy, we managed to build a fuel cell, and then we, rigged our carbide longsword up for freezing damage. It's actually kind of a big deal. I sort of feel like we're actually playing the game for the first time. We've gotten past the really early phases of it, and now we can interact with the systems. I'm in a web. Get me out of this web. Okay, that's a completely worthless little corner that's just awkwardly spread across 4 different screens. And this is a really good sign. I just looked over at my recording preview window and saw that we're over the hour and got immediately disappointed. That is the place we are in right now with Caves of Khud. Very exciting. So these stairs go further down. Okay, we're going to call it here. We're not going to go down the stairs. We're going to go down the stairs next episode. I'm having a really fun time exploring this cave. It completely rules down here. We're learning so much. We're seeing so many new things, and they're all biting us, but gently. Biting us in a survivable way. That is going to have to be it for us for today, though. Thank you all so much for watching. This character totally rules. Light manipulation totally rules, and now we have an electro bow that's like light manipulation, but even more so. It's a union of our light manipulation powers and our tinkering powers. It's a beautiful thing. Come back next time, tomorrow, when we shoot everything with it. And we'll see you then.